We live in an era where everyone has a high-definition camera in their pocket, yet the world is getting stranger, not clearer. In just the last year, military sensors have tracked objects that defy physics, and thermal cameras at Area 51 have captured flying crafts that shouldn't exist. Today, we're looking at unexplained things caught on camera around the world. A researcher camping near Area 51 just captured thermal footage of a Dorito-shaped craft that makes the B-2 stealth bomber look like a relic. On January 14, 2026, researcher Anders Ottesen captured a thermographic video of a sharply triangular aircraft operating in the restricted airspace around Groom Lake. Using an AGM TM50-640 camera, he was able to compare the object's thermal signature directly against a B-2 Spirit flying the same night. The Dorito craft showed no visible engines, a completely different heat profile, and moved with a precision that seasoned observers say matches no known airframe. Motion-triggered cameras meant to film wildcats in the driest desert on Earth instead captured glowing orbs that physically split in two and changed directions mid-air. In late 2025, veterinarian Pamela Bendeck and the University of Chile released footage from camera traps in the remote Atacama desert. The silent, raw footage shows intense bursts of light, not flashes, but moving orbs, that dart across the frame and stop instantly and split into two distinct lights moving in opposite directions.
Flares, maybe? No, they're...
Since the cameras are heat-triggered and the area is hundreds of miles from any flight path or town, researchers have officially ruled out drones, insects, and satellites. A perfect metallic orb was filmed hovering over Buga, Colombia, and the physical object recovered afterwards supposedly reacts to sound frequencies like an organic lung. In June 2025, viral high-definition footage emerged of a silver sphere floating motionless over the city of Buga. Unlike a weather balloon, the object showed no swaying and moved against high-altitude winds. Since the sighting, researchers in the region have analyzed similar spheres found on the ground, claiming that they are seamless, have no visible power source, and vibrate in response to specific audio frequencies. A father and son in Western Australia filmed a formation of lights so bright they illuminated the desert floor, but the local observatory says that they weren't stars or ships. On September 10, 2025, Shane and Bradley Plain captured video of three massive lights hovering in a vertical line over Geraldton, Australia. The lights then shifted into a sideways horseshoe formation before darting north.
I don't know what that is.
Look at the formation they're flying in.
While the port authorities suggested light refraction, the Perth Observatory noted that these sightings were reported by witnesses far inland where ocean-based refraction is physically impossible.
It's a weird formation, I know. And there's another one over there, you see it?
A simple family home in Yorkshire became the site of the most violent poltergeist in history, and the new 2025 photographic analysis of the Black Monk figure has scientists questioning the nature of shadows. The case of 30 East Drive in Pontefract is legendary. In the late 1960s, the Pritchard family was terrorized by an entity that they called Fred, which was caught on camera as a tall, hooded figure. While the original photos were grainy, 2025 forensic digital enhancement by the British Paranormal Society revealed that the shadow cast by the figure does not align with any light source in the room. Unlike a human intruder, the figure appears to absorb light rather than reflect it, with objects regularly being thrown on camera spotted by visitors even today. The visual evidence of the Black Monk remains one of the most chilling documented hauntings in the UK.
Can you make it go off again then, please, Fred, if you're happy that we're here? Yay!
Fred, if you're there, please could you open the door?
Two highly experienced pilots at 43,000 feet reported three extremely fast, highly reflective aircraft that outran their private jet in seconds. On December 1st, 2025, pilots over Jamestown, New York reported a close encounter with three unidentified crafts to air traffic control. The objects were captured on the jet's cockpit sensors and described by the National UFO Reporting Center as having incredible performance. The footage shows three distinct metallic glints that moved with a speed that the pilots, highly trained observers, admitted that they had never seen in terrestrial aviation.
It's a strange small object that we just flew by, a small silver canister. Do you know what that could be? I saw nothing attached to it. It was sort of hovering there. It was astonishing. I don't know what it was.
What do you do when the very air around you begins to groan like a massive invisible machine and you catch the sound and the vibrating horizon on your phone? Throughout late 2024 and early 2025, residents in Chilesburg, Kentucky and surrounding areas captured multiple videos of a phenomenon known as sky trumpets or the hum. Unlike older low-quality recordings, these new clips feature high-fidelity audio of deep metallic grinding noises coming from a clear sky. In several videos, the vibration is so intense that you can see the surface of standing water ripple. While skeptics suggest industrial noise or tectonic plates shifting, the sheer scale of the sound heard simultaneously across 50 miles has no verified source. This isn't a shaky amateur clip, it's thermal video from the Department of Homeland Security aircraft showing an object that flies into the ocean at 100 miles per hour without slowing down. In 2013, a DHS surveillance plane over Puerto Rico tracked a small spherical object. The footage analyzed by the Scientific Coalition for UAP Studies shows the object traveling over the airport, plunging into the ocean, and most incredibly, splitting into two distinct objects while underwater. Despite attempts by the Pentagon to label them as lanterns, forensic experts point out that the lanterns don't travel at 100 miles per hour against the wind or submerge and divide. NASA's own cameras captured a pitch-black jagged object orbiting Earth, and despite official claims, the geometry looks nothing like a space blanket. During a 1998 space shuttle mission, the crew took high-resolution photos of a strange dark object in a polar orbit. While NASA officially identified it as a lost thermal blanket, the photos show a rigid geometric shape that looks remarkably like a craft. The Black Knight has been the subject of debate for decades, and the NASA Digital Archive's images remain a primary piece of evidence for something artificial in our orbit. When the world's third known interstellar object passed the Sun, NASA's SOHO and HiRISE cameras captured a complex trail structure that looked less like ice and more like a mechanical deployment. In October 2025, the interstellar object known as 3I Atlas sped through our solar system. While officially labeled as a comet, high-resolution imagery from the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter showed the object shifting its structure as it rounded the sun. Citizen scientists and researchers noted that the coma or dust cloud around the object behaved as if it was being controlled, sparking a global debate about whether Atlas was a rock or an interstellar probe caught on the world's most advanced space cameras. From the Dorito craft over Area 51 to the mechanical mysteries of an interstellar comet, the last 12 months have provided more visual evidence for the unexplained than the previous decade combined. These images aren't just anomalies, they are the new frontier of what we don't yet understand. Which of these cases do you think is the most undeniable? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you want to stay updated on the newest mysteries as they break, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and I'll see you on the next one.